So today I'm gonna actually show you a little bit of what it's like to be keeping reptiles on a daily basis. I'm gonna show you exactly what I have to do today because there are definitely chores that need to be done today. And my last video was definitely a joke. So I'm gonna be a little bit more realistic today and just take you along. I do have to do some cleaning, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. I know some of you guys want to see that, but maybe I have some technique or something that you guys may find useful. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring you guys along. So to start off today, I have to clean out all of these enclosures up here, except for this one because nothing is in there. But I just fed everyone crickets. You can't really tell, but there is poop smeared all over that glass and this one. So it definitely needs to be cleaned because that is how geckos show their appreciation. And then I have to clean out all of these containers too because those are all just more crested geckos. Yesterday I cleaned out the African fat tail, the leopard gecko, and that other leopard gecko, so those are good. Dude has already eaten. Are you happy? That's great. Okay. Well, Banba also needs to be fed, so we're gonna feed him, and oh my goodness, poor little Chonch, he's waiting for his food too. He's very hungry. So maybe I'll start off with feeding those guys, and then we will get to cleaning everyone. So I'm gonna see if he wants to hand feed. Do you want a cricket? Oh, are you angry? Oh, you're hungry. Oh, try again. Oh, try again. There you go. Oh. Get it! There you go. So I'm gonna be lazy and I'm just gonna put the rest of his food in his little cup over here and then we're gonna call it a day. Are you happy? All right, well we can mark one thing off today. That is done. So Chonch is hungry and I ran out of all of my lettuce for him. And I gave the rest to Dude, so I'm just gonna try to feed him his turkey dinner on a spoon. So Chancho almost cleaned the spoon. He is a very happy boy. Obviously you want to feed your blue-tongued skinks more than this. This is not like a informational video where I'm like, this is what you feed your skink, because I ran out of food, so this is extremely lazy on my part. So that's just today, and don't copy me whatsoever. You're spoiled, do you know that? You were just hand-fed off of a spoon, like a prince. So I'm gonna start cleaning out all of these enclosures, but they're really high up, so this is like a necessity in life, and I need this to basically be able to stand up on it and reach all of these guys to clean them and do everything I need to do. The other things I need are paper towels, and then this spray container that has vinegar and water in it. I use white vinegar. And I don't really measure it. I put white vinegar in there and then just top it off with a little bit of fresh water. And then that is what I use to clean all of my enclosures. So we're gonna start over here. As you can see, there's poop all over the glass. This is Cookie's enclosure and the bottom is filthy. And looks like he tipped over his food bowl. So I basically have to take everything out and just clean off everything, take out the paper towels, put in fresh paper towels, and scrub all of this glorious poop. So all of this is now scrubbed and nice and clean. There's no poop. And Cookie is over here, being a little spaz as usual. Hannibal is back here just patiently waiting. So I just scrubbed everything down so that's all nice and clean. He has fresh paper towel. I'm gonna scrub this a little bit more and then introduce his new plants back to the enclosure. And he's just chilling. And Hannibal's is nice and clean. I turned on this hideous light because you couldn't see anything. It's really cloudy and rainy now, but it's really funny because Hannibal literally did not move a single bit while I did this entire enclosure, so that was like the best thing ever. If only Cookie were the same way, but Cookie is insane over there. So Echo's enclosure again has some poop on it, so that's lovely. It looks like there's poop over here and there's the floor, and the floor is extra dirty because I recently took Eco Earth out of all of these enclosures and I decided to go back to paper towel. So there was still dirt like from the crevices in the back that they dug up and brought out on here. So that's why it's like significantly just extremely dirty. So, and then there's an old food bowl and some poop. So lovely. Echo's hiding over there. So I'm gonna have to take him out so that way I can clean all of this out. Now Echo's enclosure is completely clean, so I'm gonna take him out of his little container over here. Hopefully he won't go crazy. Here he is. And he can go back into his new home. Do I have to take you out? Go on, bud. Go, go, go. That's your home. You know where home is. And now we wait. Okay then. Over here is the next enclosure that I have to clean. This is Delta, the gargoyle gecko, and he is right there. Again, the floor is nasty. I cleaned this 2 weeks ago, and it's going to be like this for like every single week for like the next month because of all that dirt. Literally every time I go to clean it, dirt's gonna continue to come out onto the paper towel. So it just makes it extra dirty. So I'm gonna go ahead and snag Delta and put him in his little container so that way I can clean all of this out. Delta's enclosure is now clean, so let's go ahead and get him out and put him back. Here he is, he's such a cutie. Hi, you ready to go home? We wanna go back home. Go for it, bud, so I can put your log back in. There we go, whatever. All right, and Delta is back home. So now we will move on to the next enclosure, which is the last one up here. And this one over here is it. This is Citrus's enclosure. So I'm not sure where he is. I'm gonna have to try and find him so that way I can clean all of this out. His plants like all fell that were on the side. So it's kind of a mess in here. And I have Citrus. Wow, you're looking really red. That's like super crazy. He's usually orange. But I'm gonna put him in here, make sure he stays. And Citrus's is all nice and clean, so now I'm gonna take him out and put him back into his enclosure. He keeps jumping on the camera, but now he is back home. So everything is nice and clean for him. Hopefully he's happy. All of those are nice and clean now, so they just look a million times better. And now that all of those are clean, those are basically all of my males, by the way. I'm not sure what Citrus is yet because he's still a baby, but I keep all of my male crested geckos up here, and then over here are my female breeder enclosures. So the females usually stay in there, and then I separate the males once they're done breeding and they have their own enclosures so that way they aren't stressed out. So now I have to clean all of these out and check for some eggs. So this is Oakley's enclosure. She definitely doesn't have any eggs right now because she just laid some eggs. There's some poop in the corner. I'm gonna have to find her. So basically when I clean these enclosures out, it's actually way easier. Not only because there's not like leftover eco earth, but just because I just have to take this stuff out and just take out the paper towels. Again, wipe everything down with the vinegar and water and then put in the fresh paper towels, and then that's it. So we have Oakley here. She was just sleeping on the bottom. She is the mom to all of my hatchlings so far, and we're gonna clean out her enclosure. She is absolutely stunning. So everything is nice and clean now, so she can go back into her enclosure. So we're gonna take her out. Hey mama, you ready to go home? Oh, hello, come here. You're so pretty. Look at those fat rolls. You're so cute. All right, here, go back to your enclosure. Yeah, there you go. And next up we have Sunny, my gargoyle gecko's enclosure. I'm not sure where she is, but I'm gonna have to find her and take her out. We're gonna look for some eggs because she might be gravid. I'm not really sure, but we'll just take a peek in here just to look. Not seeing anything in here, so no eggs. Maybe one day I'll get some eggs. So far I've only gotten eggs that are just infertile. That was her first clutch, so I don't know if she's gonna be laying anymore or what's gonna be going on with her. So she is actually right here. Hey Sunny. Hey, love. All right, so we have to take you out so that way we can clean your enclosure. So before I put Sunny's breeding container back in there, I actually just had to spray it down. You have to make sure it's nice and moist so that way it's comfortable for her to lay her eggs. I usually spray it and then shake it around so it looks pretty good to me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and place that in there for her. And her enclosure is nice and clean, so it's ready for her to go back in there. So we'll go ahead and get her out of here. Hey, Mama, you ready to go back home? Where do you want to go? I go over here. And try and go up there. There you go. And this enclosure belongs to Shasa. And she always sleeps underneath the paper towels during the day, so I'm gonna have to take everything out and try to find her that way. So I just woke up Shasa. Here she is. She is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean her gross enclosure. Shasa's enclosure is now clean, so I can go ahead and put her back in there. Hey, babe. Ready to go back home? Yes, you are. All right. All right, and there's her enclosure. And last but not least is this huge enclosure, which is probably especially dirty because I have 2 geckos in here. This is my breeding crested gecko group with the female and the male Dalmatian crested gecko. Okay, this is adorable. So I just found Elfie. She's just tucked in right over here. So we're gonna go ahead and get her out. Hey, love. She's gorgeous. We're gonna take her and put her in here. Oh my god, so I couldn't find Chip. He is under, so Alfie was under this leaf, and then Chip is under here, which is adorable. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him. Come here, bud. And here he is. Really hope we get babies because look how stunning he is. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put him in this separate one. And the final enclosure is finally clean, so it's looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the 2 geckos back inside of them. Hey, Chip, ready to go home? Hello. You gonna hop onto me? Oh, hello. All right, cutie, you're so cute. Look at that little face. Oh my goodness. All right, you wanna go back home? Good boy. Now we're gonna grab Elfie. Oh, it looks like Chip pooped in there too. Okay, and we will grab Elfie. Hi, sweetheart. Alrighty. And we'll put Elfie back. Oh goodness. And there they go. Let's make sure Chip stays in the enclosure. And I'm gonna go ahead and get this closed up because it looks like this guy wants to escape. So that completes my daily activities for today. Now the only thing that I have left to do is at nighttime, I just have to mist everyone down that needs it at nighttime. And then that's pretty much it. So maybe I'll add that so that way you guys can see that too. And because I have to do that every night before I turn everyone's lights off and I put everyone to sleep right before I go to sleep. And it's kind of funny because I always know when it's bedtime by just simply looking at Dude because he always looks so tired and he is just like, Mom, it is bedtime. So we communicate in that way. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for that too, and then that'll complete this entire video of just today. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.